Now, what about wealth tax? Now, this sounds like a great problem to have. It's not something I've had to really wrestle with yet, but is it a good problem to have? What do you think, Purigesh?
I think the primary issue with wealth tax, I can understand the concept of it, is one of cash flow. If you're going to tax someone because of their wealth, they may not, say for example, the classic that is often introduced is the old lady that owns a asset that maybe is £3 or £4 million, but her actual income is very little, and so by taxing her based on her wealth, she may just not have the cash flow to actually make that payment. In of itself, taxing assets does make some sense, but it's that bit about how do you ensure that someone has the cash flow to actually be able to pay those taxes without being penal and creating some sort of other knock-on effects. I think that's one of the key issues.
I know, personally, I always think it's better to go after the corporations and get them to be paying the tax that they should be rather than the individual. What do you think?
Pay the tax you're meant to pay.
Yeah.
It's the easiest way of dealing with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have to pay tax in order to be able to live in a society where you can argue about not paying
but
tax.
there are lots of big businessmen who don't.
Of course.
You know, they have their addresses in.
But also part of that is just the complexity, you know, to conclude both points in terms of both landlords and kind of offshore is the complexity of the system, which provides loopholes for people who are very, very intelligent to be able to find those loopholes. But so a simplicity of that would make it a lot easier, you know, in order for then people to know what sorts of taxes they are going to pay.
Yeah.